With Dick hollering, they find the pillar. They find the pillar that was, of course, encased in the turtle shell. As they take it, this is where things go sideways, as the pillar is now in the government's possession. It means that its cage is now compromised. One less anchor means the cage isn't as strong as before, and it can roam freely. This is where Hanlon gets his wake-up call. The government he trusted so much, he finds out they plan to test on the pillar, believing it is officially resting. In the background, we see Daniel sees all this, and he runs off to warn the others. Now we watch as they're in the kitchen discussing their next plans to get Hank to Montreal. Daniel arrives with the news about the pillars. As we come to a close of this incredible episode, back at the base, they're ready to destroy the pillar. But Hanlon arrives, gun drawn, demanding they stop. Now the guns are drawn back at him, but we see Shaw intervenes. And this is where we see Leroy finally learn Shaw's true intentions. He wants to free it and bring order to America with controlled chaos with the fear that it creates. Once it tortures the country with fear, Shaw believes that everything will go back into order because of the fog that it creates. Now Shaw has a destruction continue of the pillar, but Leroy pulls out his gun, but it's too late. Shaw wants to make America great again by making America like Derry. Now, a bit on the nose politically speaking, but I get what the show is trying to say about our current state of America, but also the world, quite frankly, as fear is and has been a tool used by those in power to control the masses. We see Shaw orders Fuller to assure Leroy doesn't leave the base as we see the pillar gets destroyed. Now, as that's happening, we cut to the sewers where we find it sleeping, surrounded by body pieces and his face submerged in blood as it opens its eyes and realizes that the cage is open for it to roam freely and to create more chaos. Our last scene takes us back to the Hanlons as Ronnie calls Will. As she's talking about Rich's death, slowly she begins detailing how great it must have been for his lungs to suffocate like popcorn, making her mouth water. As we realize this is it, and it is antagonizing Will as its voice is getting closer and closer, and we see Will being brave, saying that he's not afraid. As we watch, Will turns around and we see it covered in blood standing on top of the refrigerator, which I don't think is a coincidence. I think this is it being the a-hole that he is, because we know that Rich died protecting Marge in the refrigerator. As we see it opens his mouth and Will is caught by the deadlights.